So then, we get through the morning, we reconnect, we do the exercises, kind of review the last 45 days, which is a key point, right? Is to review. Most people just go to a session and then we never review it. So then lunch happens that day, and I remember you walked up to me at lunch and said, "Hey, Shawn, can I get a minute? Can you take it from there?"
My nerves were on really high that whole morning. I couldn't focus. I didn't eat lunch. I pretty much walked Cassidy's yard, talking to myself as guys were looking at me. I think they thought I was crazy, kind of talking to myself that whole lunch break. And so me and you went outside. I needed to kind of get up my nerves and talk to you a little bit about the speech and run through with you. And afterwards, you gave me some pointers. You were very excited about it, so I was made me more confident. But I remember sitting there thinking about it was snowing a little bit and you were shivering. I thought Canadians were okay with being a little cold and a little bit of snow. So I didn't realize it got cold at 30 degrees. So that's my one takeaway from that moment.
Yeah. So this is at lunch. This is, like 30 minutes before he does it to the group. Vaughn went through the talk standing outside. I was cold because I didn't put a jacket on. And you went through it so smoothly. I've been in the public speaking, professional keynote speaking business for almost 20 years, and you were a pro right away. I was super impressed, and you never looked at notes, and it was very obvious that you'd done a ton of preparation. And so there was just one little small tweak, and then you walk in, people come in after lunch. I introduce you to the group, and you deliver it. So take me to that moment.
Yeah, it was a great introduction by you, so that really helped me prep me to go up there and execute. So it was very exhilarating doing the speech. At first, it was a little nervous, a little racky, but going through it, I felt very confident. It felt natural. I saw some nodding heads in the audience, so I knew that I was hitting some points and some takeaways from them. And afterwards, I had so much energy after just doing that, getting that out of my system. All those nerves built up over the last 45 days is coming out in that moment was exciting.
So kind of the full circle moment, again, it's not the Kevin Cassidy show, but he gives the first reaction when you finish the talk. And right away he said, "Hey, can you deliver this talk to my all hands on board season opener, the only event of the year at Cassidy Paving where they bring every single team member." And immediately within 15 seconds, he wanted you to talk to his entire team. And do you remember that moment and how that made you feel?
It's a huge confidence builder when a fellow entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur like Kevin is, that asks you to speak in front of his team. I know that's a sacred thing for him as his team members. So the ability to speak in front of that group would have been amazing.
Yeah, and then within minutes, we had the Vaughn Butler World Tour up on the whiteboard. We're like,
Yes.
"Hey, let's get T-shirts.
Yes.
April will be the first one," and it's going to go across America.